Thursday the 20th of April 2023, 2 days to my birthday, memories and surprises. Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro, 27 degrees, sunny and slightly overcast. Thursday the day of action, and in 2 days, my birthday. I am up at 4 a.m. and in the street by 5, exercising until 7 and giving classes at 8. Classes the whole morning until 3 p.m. Then after a shower and a change of clothes, I caught the bus to Flamengo. There, I picked up Antonio's advance payment and walked to pick up Yasmin on the other side of the neighborhood. Between Antonio's residence and Yasmin's, the idea is to buy a present for Dudu, who will arrive in Rio in 2 days. When I arrived at Antonio's building, we met and talked for about 10 minutes, and he paid me for the next month. He also kindly put in another 100 reais for my birthday instead of a bottle of wine. Antonio has always been very generous, and of course, I thanked him for his kindness. And of course, being money instead of wine helped much more too. After leaving Antonio's, I walked down Rua Paysandu towards Rua Marques de Abrantes while thinking about where to buy a present. I was also admiring Flamengo as a neighborhood and comparing it with Copacabana. I lived in Flamengo for almost 20 years, and before in Copacabana for the first time. I moved from Copacabana to Flamengo because of my dog, Bruce, a boxer. Having a boxer dog is a life-changing experience, and because of him, I thought it better to move to Flamengo because of the number of parks to walk, especially for one so active. Consequently, I fell in love with Flamengo, vowing never to return to Copacabana to live. So, fast forwarding after my separation from Nalva, an opportunity arose for me to move back to the south zone of Rio from the north zone. I was initially apprehensive because the proposal was to Copacabana, not Flamengo, but I finally moved. During the 2 years of living in Copacabana, I have learned to appreciate it as a neighborhood and its beauty again. However, when walking in Flamengo after meeting Antonio and on my way to pick up Yasmin, many old and good memories flooded back from the past as I was surprised at how clean, calm and pleasant Flamengo was. Recently, I have been feeling a lot of anxiety about going back to live with Nalva in Flamengo for a couple of months before going to England. The walk helped to calm my nerves in the wake of the significant life changes that were about to happen. The sun is shining, the streets are clean with very few homeless people, and nobody is rushing or stressed as if the world is about to finish, like in Copacabana. Just as I was entering Marques de Abrantes, still marveling at the beauty and tranquility of Flamengo, I remembered a gift shop in Flamengo that specialized in enveloping images on things such as mugs, coasters, pictures, t-shirts, etc. The shop had a lot of images of Rio, of course, and famous bands such as the Beatles, Queen, the Rolling Stones, etc. I asked the shop assistant if he had anything of Michael Jackson. Dudu loves him, and the shop assistant showed me a picture of Michael when he was still a child, at the beginning of his career, when he was still recognizable as a human being. The price was reasonable. I asked the shop assistant to wrap it for a present and was quickly on my way. Continuing down Rua Marques de Abrantes, I admired the surroundings, how different Flamengo is from Copacabana, and how good I would feel living here before going to England. After a 10-minute walk, I arrived at Yasmin and Nalva's flat. Yasmin was ready, so we took the bus back to Copacabana. We quickly passed by the supermarket because there was nothing at home to eat, and before going home, we decided to buy a chai at the Lanchonete, which is on the same street as the supermarket. A surprise was awaiting us when we entered the Lanchonete. They were refurbishing the inside of the place, and I think it is perhaps linked to a review I had put on Google about the place a week before. The 2 times that I had been there before with Yasmin, I had noticed that there were no problems with the food, the service was highly efficient and helpful, and the prices were excellent. But the inside of the place was a little tatty, run down, showing its age. I had written more or less this in the Google guide that had appeared asking me for a review about the place 4 or 5 days after going there. Then, to go there again and see them cleaning the place up with a new lick of paint, making the place look fresher and better to receive their customers, is heartwarming. I do not know if it was directly related to my review and they reacted to it, or just that it was a coincidence it had already been planned to be done, or that they knew that this was the only thing missing in their business as everything else was more than good. We waited, received our attire in no time, and went home. Yasmin went to organize her bedroom and I went to read. In bed by 9 p.m. Thank you. Thanks for reading my blog. Check out my other posts and share your thoughts in the comments. Richard. Photos by Richard George Photography.